Employees, like any person, tend to make mistakes. And sometimes such mistakes can be very destructive and very deadly. Most absurd workers' mistakes caught on camera. Let's go.
You will never get into such a situation because I wish you good luck.
The workers were supposed to deliver the goods to the right place, but now it seems they will do without a couple of extra boxes. By the way, don't worry about the guy, he just fell into the water. Two food delivery men were about to leave the gas station, but one of them had problems with transport. The guy did not lose his head and drove straight into his partner so as not to suffer alone. Do you know how much a crane can cost? It looks like some poor guy instantly lost several tens of thousands of dollars. Every employee should know the rule. Measure 7 times, cut once, but many people take up the case without thinking at all. Why did they tie up the house? Wouldn't it be more logical to pull on the platform on which it stands? Some people have to learn solely from their mistakes. Well, the docking of the ship with the shore did not happen too well. And now there will be some difficulties with unloading cars on land. Under the weight of the aircraft, the crane boom broke in half. And again, the workers greatly overestimated the lifting capacity of the crane. The wind of enormous force began to carry containers that were standing in the port around the neighborhood. The thing is that no one has fixed these heavy repositories. Apparently people continue to underestimate the power of nature. These guys clearly overestimated their strength. You need to be Hercules to hold this huge reel that rolls down the stairs. It rolled down with devastating force. Construction equipment is very expensive, but despite this, some workers managed to allow huge negligence while working with it. One awkward movement of the driver and the excavator rolls down. It seems that these guys have 100 more of the same cars in reserve, and they can be scattered right and left. The man had a task to wash the fence, but the water pressure was so strong that it was almost impossible to hold the hose in his hands. Well, or he just didn't try hard enough. Here you can watch how an iron object necessary for the construction of oil platforms on the water falls to the ground in a very epic way. Well, let's hope that it will be raised quickly. At first you don't understand what's going on here, but then you grab your head with the words. How is that possible? Well, it seems that someone does not value his life too much. But the guy's nerves are definitely steel. The concrete was not strong enough to withstand such a large and heavy working equipment. Although at first everything looked pretty reliable, in fact it is absolutely the opposite. It is good when the cargo that the crane is supposed to lift has specific characteristics and its weight is known, but this does not always happen. The weight of this log was clearly underestimated. It turned out to be much heavier than it seemed at first glance. The log looks small, but managed to drop a whole crane. Here, in a simple way, the workers had to lower the loader to the ground, but as it turns out, everything went wrong in this video right away. Thank God no one except transport equipment was injured. Sometimes employees do their job perfectly, but there will definitely be someone who will spoil everything. This motorcyclist drove into the uncured concrete. Now the main task is to help him get out, and then the workers will have to make the road anew. The load capacity is indicated in the characteristics of the machine, but irresponsible workers often ignore the manufacturer's recommendations, and this does not lead to anything good. Here's another crane drop. This time the equipment was dragged down by a sailing yacht, and the negligence of the workers is to blame for everything again. The man was supposed to bring the food directly to the buyer's car, but at some point something went wrong, and everything on the tray flew into the car door. Apparently it was his first and last working day. When you are harvesting crops from the fields together with someone, it is always important to work together, but this is definitely not about this case. There is some kind of complete desynchronization in actions. Just look at what's going on. A mad Avenger grader attacks innocent cars. Why does he hate them so much? Or did the driver do it all by accident? Please write everything you think about this grader and its driver in the comments. During the movement of the car carrier, the car moved off the platform. The driver tried to save the situation, but only made it worse. Everything was going as it should, and at one point it seemed that nothing bad would happen here. But this video turned out to be in this collection for a reason. Right? Thank you so much for watching. Leave your like and write in the comments which video you like the most. See you soon. Peace.